The voice you were about to hear belongs to one of these men. Listen.
Mama wahayo kimi na okoshi Rajo taiso isamashi ahoy Mama no mekata wa nana jugo kiro.
What is your name, please?
My name is Burton Crane.
My name is Burton Crane.
My name is Burton Crane.
Only one of these men is the real Burton Crane. The other two are imposters and will try to fool this panel. Tom Poston, Kitty Carlisle, Don Amici, and Peggy Cass on To Tell the Truth with your host, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth, brought to you this week by Helene Curtis, makers of fine beauty products, creators of Suave hairdressing and conditioner, and Emden dandruff treatment shampoo. Don, just want to wish you continued good luck with your musical comedy, 13 Daughters. It's wonderful.
Thank you very much, Bud. I don't know as I need any continued luck with 13 daughters, but I just hope it runs for a while.
It doesn't hurt. Carmen, would you please open up your envelopes and take out your affidavit cards for the first time and follow along as I read. I, Burton Crane, am the stock market columnist for the New York Times. At one time, however, I was the top recording artist in Japan. Singing most of the American hit tunes in the Japanese language, I recorded some 56 songs and became known as the Bing Crosby of Japan. Recently, I returned to the recording studio and made an album. In 2 months, it has already reached the hit category. Its title, Stock Market Profits for the Sophisticated Investor. Signed, Burton Crane. Well, you heard these three stalwart gentlemen, each one claiming to be Burton Crane, stock market columnist. And to find out which is which, let's start our questioning with Don Amici. Don?
Thank you very much, Bud. Number one, what's happened to Brunswick recently?
Brunswick has been going up quite steadily.
No, I mean the government did something to it recently.
I don't know.
Number two?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Number three, would you know?
The government didn't do anything, but the stock exchange banned stop orders.
Pardon?
Banned stop orders.
Yes. Thank you. Number one, what has been the spread so far this year on NAFI?
NAFI?
Yes. Number
Sorry,
two,
I can't answer that.
would you know what the spread has been?
No, I'm afraid I wouldn't.
Number three, would you know
I
about?
haven't the slightest idea.
Peggy?
Number one, what was the recent split in Christiana Securities?
I'm sorry, I never heard of it.
Number three,
It was 80 to 1.
thank you. Number three, what is Simon?
What?
Simon.
Afraid I don't know.
Number two, who is Stanley Heller?
Stanley Heller, I do not know.
Number three, who is Stanley Heller?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, number one, what is Kyoto famous for?
I don't know.
Tom Poston, please.
Thank you, Bud. Number three, could you tell me as a singer, what is a white tone?
White tone, one that isn't very round.
I guess that's mixing everybody up nicely. Number two, maybe you could tell me what buying on call means.
Buying on call is when you call for a stock, a given stock, and it is called for at a certain price.
Thank you. Number three, do you happen to know who writes for the financial column for the New York Post?
Sylvia Porter.
Thank you. Number one, maybe you could tell me who Jack Douglas is married to.
I don't know.
I say that because she's a beautiful Japanese girl, and I thought maybe you'd know.
Kitty?
Number one, were you on Barry Gray's program recently?
No, I was not.
Number two, were you?
No, I was not.
Number three, were you?
Yes.
Number one, can you tell me, on this Barry Gray program that I think I heard, or was it something else? something told me that you said that if you followed your own advice, you could make money hands down. Is that right?
That's true.
Number two, why don't you make money hands down then?
Well, we are not supposed to make a lot of money.
Well, number three, is it not possible that what I heard, I thought, was that you said that the reason people don't make money doing what you tell them to do is because they don't do it right.
Very often that can be true.
Well, that's it, panel. I'm confused by that last bit myself. But in any event, possibly the reason we don't make money hands down is there are too many people standing around with their hands up. Time to vote
Good
now.
way to make money, too.
Doesn't hurt. All right, mark your ballots if you will, please, and without consultation, vote right now for number 1, number 2, or number 3. And of course, the team of challengers will receive $250 for every incorrect vote, as usual. Everybody ready? Tom, for whom did you vote?
I voted for number 3, Bud. And I wonder if this is the place to repeat a Henny Youngman joke. Speaking of that, he said he was in Florida, and a fella came up to him and said, "Put your hands down." And he says, "You mean put your hands up?" And he says, "No wonder I never make any money."
Very good, Tom.
Henny Youngman, a great comedian.
That was worth hearing. Kitty, your vote, please.
I voted for number 3. I'm a devotee of the Barry Gray program, and I'm almost sure I heard Mr. Crane on the program, and he made great sense, and I listened to every word he said.
And a vote from Don Amici.
I voted for number 3 also because of his knowledge of what happened to Brunswick recently.
And Peggy? Now, wait. Yes, go ahead.
I voted for number 3 because he knew about that 80-to-1 split.
That's good reason to know.
That's quite a split.
It's going to be interesting now to see as we find out who the real one is, because, Peggy, you've been right 6 times in a row.
We're going to hate her in a minute.
Well, let's see what happens this time now.
You shouldn't draw
Everybody's
attention.
votes are in, minds are made up, and let's see what happens as we learn which one of these gentlemen is the real stock market columnist. So will the real Burton Crane please stand up? Thank you, sir, very much. Yes, Tom?
Well, we didn't ask really very much about the Japanese singing.
Nothing
I'm
at all.
fascinated by that.
Well, ask
How did
him.
you get started? How did you get started singing the Japanese songs, Mr. Crane?
Well, the musical manager for Columbia would not be brushed off. He came around and kept asking, and finally I gave him the lyrics for the first couple of songs, and then more or less under pressure I recorded them, and the first one came out and sold $250,000.
That's the way success begins. Well, thank you, sir. Continued good fortune to you. Number 1, would you tell us your real name and what you really do, please?
My name is Piero Johnson. I'm an attorney in New York.
And number 2, your real name and what you do.
My name is Dr. Donald F. Trine. I'm a chiropractor of West Hempstead, Long Island.
We check our score and finally we didn't fool the panel at all this time. There were 4 correct votes, none incorrect. That means, of course, as consolation, $150 for you gentlemen from Helene Curtis and a gift package of Helene Curtis beauty products for your ladies. Hope you enjoyed your visit. We did. Good night and good luck to you. Staying neat as a pin used to be a neat problem when you had this problem. Then it was made easy by Helene Curtis with Endon.
A run in your stocking? It can happen. But dandruff on a Paris gown? Inexcusable as a shiny nose. Haven't you heard about Endon? Helene Curtis Endon Dandruff Treatment Shampoo. Endon is guaranteed to end dandruff problems when used regularly. It's medically proved 99% effective. Endon's medications penetrate as you shampoo to remove dandruff, leave invisible protection that lasts from shampoo to shampoo. Endon leaves hair radiantly clean, soft, shiny, easy to manage. Works great for men, too. Use Endon as your regular shampoo and end your dandruff problems for good. Helene Curtis Endon. clear golden liquid, cream, or lotion. And for people with dry hair, new Special Endin, specially formulated for dry hair.
Here we go, panel, for our next team of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Gail Sancharoff. My name is Gail Sancharoff. My name is Gail Sancharoff.
Follow along once again, if you will, please, panel. I, Gail Sancharoff, am the National AAU Women's Gymnastic Champion. I won my title last May at West Point in competition with the top women gymnasts of the country. We competed in side horse, uneven parallel bars, balance beam, and free exercise. As a member of the 1960 Olympic team, I achieved the highest point score of any United States woman gymnast. Signed, Gail Sancharoff. You heard these three young ladies, panel, as did I, each one claiming to be Gail Sancharoff, United States gymnastic champion. Let's find out about that by starting our cross-examination with Kitty Carlisle. Kitty?
Thank you, Bud. Tell me, where was the 1960 Olympics held, number one?
Rome.
Number two, were you able to do any sightseeing in Rome?
Almost none.
Almost none. Number three, tell me, how long have you been out of college?
I'm not in college.
Oh, no, I suppose that has nothing to do with college, does it? Number three, what is a balance beam? You have a very well-balanced beam, but... Thank you.
That's something Tom should have said, not you.
You have a very well-balanced beam. I always say what I'm supposed to.
A balance beam is a 4-inch wooden plank you walk on, and you do various acrobatic tricks on it with ballet.
Don Amici.
Thank you, Bud. Number one, where are you from?
I'm from Great Barrington, Massachusetts.
Great Barrington. And number two?
I'm from Ocala, Florida.
From where?
Florida.
Where in Florida? Ocala?
Yes.
Number three, where are you from?
New Jersey.
Where in New Jersey?
Caldwell.
Where?
Caldwell?
Caldwell.
Caldwell. Number two, what is Ocala famous for? Florida?
Nothing much more than me.
I beg your pardon? Number three, who was the Olympic winner?
Larisa Latnina.
And where? From where?
Russia.
From
Peggy.
Number two, who is Avery Brundage?
He had to do with the judges, the international judges for the Olympics.
Number one, who is Avery Brundage?
He's the international official.
Number three, what's the name of the hotel at West Point?
The Hotel Fair.
Number one, who's what event did Rayford Johnson win?
He won the decathlon.
Tom?
Number three, you may not do this in your work, but do you happen to know what a giant swing is?
That's in the boys' high bar routine. Yes, I do.
And what is it?
It's, well, you get on the high bar, you get a front support, and you cast off, and you go around the bar in a full turn.
Thank you. I think that's all. Number two, was Betty Clare a member of your Olympic team this year?
No.
Number one, Betty
Yes,
Clare?
she was.
She did the dance, right?
Pardon?
Free form, what they call the free form.
In the free exercise, yes.
Free
that's
exercise.
Right.
Thank you. Number three, which side of the river is West Point on going toward Albany?
I don't know.
You don't know? I just threw everything.
That's it. Whichever side it's on, let's go over our own little rivulets and mark our ballots, if you will, please. Without consultation, vote, if you will, for number one, number two, or number three.
Just nailed me right there.
Mark your ballots. All right, Tom, for whom did you vote this time?
Well, I voted for number three. I can't believe that having been in West Point, she wouldn't know which side of the river it was on, but I guess...
She went by plane.
Yeah.
Keep out of this. Because you're an Olympic gymnast. So I voted for number 3 anyway because the other answers to questions were so great that I thought it was number 3.
Kitty Beam?
I voted for number 3 because I looked carefully at all their beams and I thought of all their beams, number 3 had the best one.
All right, Don.
I voted for number 3. It's a guess. There weren't many questions given to number 1. I know number 2, at least I, my mind ruled her out because Ocala is the top horse farm country in Florida. So it's a guess between 1 and 3, and I guess 3.
And Peggy?
Well, I guess number 3 because she knew how to do that trick so well that she talked about.
All righty. There you have it. Once again, the number 3 spot gets all of the votes from the panel. And again, we'll be watching to see whether Peggy pulls this one out of the bat and makes it 7, 8 in a row. All right, as we find out which one of these 3 ladies is the real American gymnast champion. So, will the real Gail Sancharath please stand up? Gail, before you sit down, we did put a mat out here in the hope that we could prevail upon you to give us a little sample of championship gymnastics. Would you do that for us? Okay.
You know, we're all very proud of our Olympic.
Wow.
Oh, marvelous. Oh, yeah.
Now you can say what you started to say.
I just wanted to make clear our feeling here. We're very proud of our Olympic competitors, and we're very proud of Gail and the people that were over there. And I think that they did a splendid job, as I'm sure everybody here does, all over the world.
Of it tonight. Bless you. All right, we'll find out about the others now. Number 1, would you tell us your real name and what you really do, please?
Surely. My name is Pat Murphy, and I'm in the personnel office at the Sloan Kettering Institute at Walker Lab.
And number 2, your real name and what you do.
My name is Antoinette Fiola, and I'm personal secretary to Shelley Winter.
Well, again, we have a situation of a championship panel here. You're guessing them all tonight, and Peggy, that moved you up again in the winner's circle. 4 correct, meaning none incorrect, and therefore $150 from Aline Curtis, and of course, a gift package of fine beauty products from Aline Curtis. Hope we didn't wind you too much, young lady. Good night and good luck to you all. Incidentally, Gail Sancharath has appeared by full permission of the Amateur Athletic Union, and to tell the truth, will donate her share of the winnings to the AAU Olympic Development Fund. This shall be done. Oh, in Paris in the spring, romance blooms. Just see the secret beauty it brings to your hair.
Les fleurs,
The flowers,
le nez,
the nose,
les cheveux.
le suave. Les cheveux sont charmants avec suave.
Your hair is so lovely with Suave. From France comes the word Suave. From Helene Curtis comes Suave Lotion Hair Dressing. It's different, now made with pure essence of lanolin, non-greasy, so it penetrates, conditions, beautifies your hair. Unlike hair dressings in a tube, which are thick and heavy, Suave Lotion is light, creamy, not greasy. Suave penetrates, ends dryness, makes your hair beautifully manageable.
Les cheveux sont charmants avec suave.
Your hair is so lovely with Suave. Try Suave Lotion from Helene Curtis. Magnifique.
We're ready now to meet our 3rd team of challengers panel, if you will.
What is your name, please?
My name is Frank Kelly.
My name is Frank Kelly.
My name is Frank Kelly.
Follow along once again, panel, if you will, about les oiseaux. I, Frank Kelly, am an authority on canary birds. I am an international canary judge and president of the United States Association of Roller Canary Culturists. A roller canary is a singing canary, and I keep about 70 of them in my house. I have entered 4 of my singing birds in competition in 6 different countries. My birds have recently returned from the World Championship Canary Show in Treviso, Italy. Signed, Frank Kelly. Panel, you are observing 3 birds carrying 3 men down a flight of stairs. And they each claim, the gentleman that is, to be Frank Kelly, canary bird expert. And we will begin this round of questioning with our own particular high flyer, Tom Poston. Tom?
Thank you. Number 3, can you tell me who is the bird man of Alcatraz, number 3?
Robert Stroud.
Thank you. Number 2, what specific cure established his initial fame as a bird expert? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember that.
Number 1, maybe you know of a cure that this gentleman has been responsible for discovering.
No, I never heard of it.
You never heard of the Birdman of Alcatraz?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, don't know the cure. Number 3, can canaries talk?
I never heard one talk.
I recently heard of a parakeet that taught a canary to speak.
Come on.
Making that.
Kitty Carlisle, please.
That's what I heard.
Number 1, you have 70 canaries here, it says in the house. Are you married?
I am.
How does your wife feel about all these birds?
She's one of the canaries.
She always knows.
Well, that laid an egg.
She what?
She always can find me.
Number 3, what was the cure that the Birdman of Alcatraz invented?
He didn't invent any cure.
Well,
He
what
published a book on the diseases of birds.
Uh-huh. And then, all right. Number 2, well, it says that your birds went to Treviso. Did you go with them?
No.
Oh.
They flew alone.
No, we send them there. We send them by air.
How did they get there?
Showed them.
We send them by air.
Send them by air, of course. What
They
else?
have professional
They flew
handlers
over, right?
there to show.
Don.
Number 1, or number 3, what do you judge canaries on? How? And I'm ignorant on this.
On their song.
I beg your pardon?
On their song.
Solely on their song.
Yes.
Number 2, which is the bigger influencing factor in the singing of a bird, considered in your considered judgment, the male or the female?
Oh, the male.
The male is because the male is the singer.
He's the singer. The female seldom sings.
Number 1, what is the egg output of a female per year?
Usually 3 to 4 eggs.
A year?
Yes, one hatching.
Peggy.
Number 3, are all canaries yellow?
No.
Number 2, where are canaries from?
From the Canary Islands.
I wondered about that.
And of course, they drink canary.
Number 1, where are the Harz Mountains?
The Harz Mountains are in southern Germany.
Number 3.
That's it. I'm afraid we'll have to sing our way with ruffled feathers through to a conclusion on this. So will you mark your ballots, please, and without consultation, vote right now for number 1, number 2, or number 3. Everybody set? All right, Tom, for whom did you vote this time?
Well, we've been awfully bright so far on the show this evening. I voted for number 3 because he knew the answer to my first question. I thought number 1 displayed a lot of knowledge about the birds and sort of scared me. But I did think number 3 looked like Frank Kelly.
Kitty.
Well, on the basis of my asking number 3 Tom's first question about the Birdman, I voted for him. Also, by the way he said his name, number 2 looks like he would be the one, like canaries, but I voted for number 3.
Don, your vote.
I voted for number 2, but I couldn't get anything from the question because I don't know that much about canaries. The only reason I voted for him is I thought his bird up there was the quietest with him. It's a fine
You're going to
answer,
give the
isn't it?
bird, give a quiet bird. Peggy, your vote.
Well, I voted for number 3 because he sounds as though he's Kelly to me.
All right, that's it. Votes are in, are yours. Let's check with us in our own moment of truth as we discover which one of these gentlemen is the real canary expert. Will the real Frank Kelly please stand up? you, sir, very much. Yes, Kitty.
It's the first time we would have all been right for the first time the show's ever been on the air if you hadn't voted for number 2.
Nice quiet for you, young lady. Wow, that's a record of some kind. Nice
Don wants to know if it's too late to change his vote.
We'll try it next week. Well, let's find out about the other two now. Number 1, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My name is John Ryan. I'm a home office underwriter for the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. I never owned a bird in my life.
Says he never owned a bird in his life. Number 2, your real name and what you really do.
My name is Patrick Walsh. I work for the Hotel Commodore. I'm a bartender.
And not a singing bartender, I take it.
No.
Well, gentlemen, it was fun having you with us tonight, birds and all. And believe me, in checking up on our score, we find the panel was awful good tonight. I must admit, there was only one incorrect at $250 total. But, of course, the gift package of Helene Curtis beauty products for each of your birds. Ladies.
Hear a song?
Can you hear a song?
Can we hear anything?
Gentlemen, would you like to sing a song for the panel?
No, the birds.
We haven't time for that, I'm afraid. I wish we did have, because they are beautiful singers. Thank you very much for being with us, and good night and good luck to you all. Now, here's an important message about today's tense, nervous headaches.
When tension causes headache, remember this. Only Anacin of the 4 leading pain relievers has a special ingredient to relax tension. What do doctors recommend for headache pain? 3 out of 4 doctors recommend the ingredients in Anacin. Look, with tension headaches, pain mounts up. You feel dull, depressed. Tension puts nerves on edge. Aspirin, with its 1 pain reliever, has no special ingredient to relax tension. Add buffering, still nothing special for tension. Only Anacin of the 4 leading headache remedies has special ingredients to relieve pain fast, help overcome depression fast, relax tension fast. And Anacin is like a doctor's prescription. That is, a combination of ingredients, a particular combination that brings fast relief without upsetting your stomach. Remember, aspirin, even with buffering, has no special ingredient for tension. Take Anacin with ingredients 3 out of 4 doctors recommend. Anacin for fast, incredibly fast relief.
Well, it's been fun tonight, singing and all. Peggy, it's been a real delight having you with us the past 3 weeks.
Thank you.
You're on your way to Europe in a couple of hours, I understand.
That's right.
Wow.
Off to London.
How long will you be gone?
2 weeks.
Not going to Hartz Mountains, are you?
No.
Thought I might ask you to pick me up a canary while you're over there. Now, let me see, Kitty, you'll be away for a few weeks, too.
Yes, Palm Springs for the children's Easter vacation.
Oh, fun. I'll have a happy Easter egg hunt for them all. Gentlemen, I'll see you next week. If you're willing to see me, the 3 of us will be here.
Delighted to, Bob.
Sharing our august company will be Miss Pat Carroll and Miss Betty White. So we'll hold down the fort until you ladies get back. God bless you.
Thank you, Bob.
Good night to you, panel. Bud Collier saying good night from Helene Curtis and reminding you, tell the truth. Good night, everybody.
To Tell the Truth is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Freedom is not a gift, it's a task. Make it your task. Write for a free digest of the report of the President's Commission on National Goals. Write Goals, Box 1776, New York 17, New York. To Tell the Truth has been brought to you tonight by Helene Curtis, makers of End and Dandruff Treatment Shampoo and Suave Hairdressing and Conditioner. This is Johnny Olson saying good night from To Tell the Truth. The program is pre-recorded.
The name in our mailbox is Porter,
To our friends, we're Pete and Gladys.
and we're at home next on most of these stations.
Drop in.